Hello and welcome to Thursday's programme. I'm Victoria Davis.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. There are fears Plymouth won't be able to cope with extra traffic caused by more ferry sailings from the city in the event of a no-deal Brexit.
The government is planning for a dramatic increase in crossings to deal with the anticipated traffic chaos that could be caused around Dover.
Well, a Department for Transport deal with Brittany Ferries will see many more weekly sailings added to its 3 routes, allowing thousands more lorries a week to come and go. Nick Smith is at the port for us. And Nick, there's some good news and bad news in this scenario, isn't there?
So, as you heard there, Brexit concerns in Plymouth over the ferries, and our farmers are also worried about what could happen if a no deal becomes a reality.
Well, MPs are due to vote on Theresa May's deal in a couple of weeks before we officially leave the EU at the end of March. Many of the region's farmers were at an NFU conference today to discuss how agriculture might be affected.
In a moment, we'll be hearing from the president of the NFU, that's Minette Batters. But first, our reporter Grace Pascoe has been talking with one Cornish farmer about his concerns for 2019. Well, Minette Batters is the president of the National Farmers Union. Today, she and others heard from the Environment Secretary Michael Gove at the Farmers Union conference in Oxford. And speaking to me a little bit earlier, she told me what she made of his speech.
Well, to other news now, and 2 people have been arrested after a toddler was found on a street in Torquay.
People are being urged to choose the right healthcare services if they fall ill over the winter. As temporary. Now you're watching ITV News here in the West Country with Victoria and John T. Still ahead on the programme for 6:30.
Well, the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Here's Mary Nightingale with the details.
Before that, though, it might be a new year, but it was the same old story for our struggling high streets. The retailer Next published their financial results today, and while it performed well with online sales, transactions in their traditional shops suffered. Well,
in a moment, we'll cross to our reporter Ben McGrail, who's in Yeovil Town Centre, to find out how things are going there. But first, Kevin Ashford reports on whether our high streets received a Christmas trading boost and go into 2019 optimistic or pessimistic. And next on the programme, a tribute with a difference took place today for a swan.
The bird, who never had a formal name, was very well known, though, at his home at Hestercombe Gardens near Taunton. He even made national headlines for his behaviour a few years ago. Karen Bell can explain all. Rest in peace, Angry Bob, as we've been calling him. It seems like he's left some memories with people who've seen him, hasn't he?
I think so.
Now, at this time of year, many of us are already dreaming of a summer holiday, a bit of sunshine perhaps, but if you're not heading off anywhere anytime soon, maybe the next best thing to do is to watch ITV at 8:30 this evening.
Well, that's because that's when the new series of The Cruise is on, a new 6-part documentary series travelling through Asia, Australia and New Zealand, following the lives of almost 5,000 passengers and crew. Mike Pearce reports now on what you can expect from the series. Oh, that should be a good watch, and it's really made me want to go on a holiday now. Yeah,
if you're not going on holiday, though, it is time, well, bring back to earth with a bump, because it's much cooler than it's been over the festive period. The good news is that the sky's a little clearer, fewer clouds.
And that could be good news for those wanting to see one of Mother Nature's most spectacular displays. Well, our weather presenter Charlie Powell is in Exeter with an astronomer for us this evening. So, Charlie, this sounds pretty exciting. What can we see? OK, Charlie, thanks very much, and get back into the warm. You look freezing. Now, return to the main headlines in the West Country this evening. There are fears.
That's it from all of us. I'll have the late news for you tonight at 10:30.
But now I'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. Good night.
Bye-bye.